Hey everyone, Simon here for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. This is my second video of the day for this Monday, June 3rd, 2019. And this is a little bit of a news update, about four little short stories I added into one video here. Some interesting stuff though, so stay tuned. Before I get into the video fully, please give me a thumbs up if you like this sort of content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have, I really do appreciate your support. And if you hit the little bell, you'll get notified when I put out new videos. All that will help people find this channel and this kind of content down the road when they go to search for it. Now let me go ahead and get into this little group of stories here for you. The first one is about President Trump. He's visiting London right now, going to meet with the Queen and all that. Maybe not meeting with Meghan Markle, though. She doesn't seem to be much of a fan of his, and maybe he's not a fan of hers also. But for some reason, she decided to exclude herself from that. Also connected to that is the London mayor there, Sadiq Khan, which sounds like the perfect name for a mayor of London. Sounds like he was definitely, definitely British or whatever. But he's being extremely disrespectful to President Trump, going out of his way to slam him on his visit there and not make him feel so welcome, you might say. Even put up some sort of, he okayed a float or something like that that was like a baby Trump, fat little baby Trump or something. So he obviously was not trying to, be very nice to Trump while he's there. Trump actually compared him to the mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, saying that they were both pretty useless, other than he's a much shorter version of de Blasio, so he's kind of making fun of him there, but can't blame him for that. So I guess that's it for that story. Let me get into this next one here. Speaking of New York City mayors, this one's about Rudy Giuliani, who's the Trump attorney and former New York City mayor. He appeared on TV Saturday night with Judge Jeanine Pirro on her show, Justice with Judge Jeanine. And during their conversation, Giuliani said he suspects that 3 to 5 Obama officials will be indicted and end up in jail for their roles in Spygate, which sounds probable to me after everything I've seen, and very deserving also. He said that Attorney General Bill Maher is very upset by what they did, and which was basically everything from treason to perjury to submitting false documents to the FISA court, colluding with Ukrainians to obtain dirty info on Trump and his campaign, and probably a long list of things that they could be potentially in trouble for. So we'll have to see how this plays out, but hopefully several of them will have to face justice. Now, another interesting little story here is about a woman who's frequently reported on by me even, and is always in the news, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, angry veterans stormed out of a meeting with AOC after she bashed America and President Trump during the meeting. She held a little meeting in the Bronx here with some of these members of boards there in the Bronx, and that's a part of her congressional district, which she rarely visits, evidently. And while she was there, she bashed Trump and America, which angered a lot of these veterans, and they got up and walked out. Now, AOC's spokesperson denied the reports that anyone left. Clearly, her message was not being heard, though, as from what I saw in my research here, multiple people said they were highly upset about her comments and that they did walk out, in fact. Now, last but definitely not least, hopefully you're still here to watch this part of this video. Late night host Bill Maher posted a tweet that is getting a lot of attention, and rightly so. Now, he tweeted, "Now hashtag Hillary has a Hollywood production company, ? If it's anything like her hard drive, she should crush it. Congrats, you finally found a calling lower than running a pedophile ring out of a pizza parlor." Now, if you guys follow any of the stuff that he mentions in there, you'll know exactly what he's referring to. Now, I haven't really reported on the Pizzagate, Pedogate thing really on my channel because it's just something that gets people's YouTube channels a lot of negative publicity, and YouTube will be against you, and they've shut down people's channels for even talking about this. But I know it's real. It's definitely real. And those of you who may not know about it should definitely do some research into it, and you'll see exactly what he was referring to in his tweet. Now, he's actually, kind of a left-wing supporter. So for him to do this means he must have a pretty good reason. Maybe he's trying to save himself. I think he might actually be connected due to some Q drops, if you're familiar with that. So some interesting little news updates for you. I'm actually going to leave a link to the Bill Maher tweet in the description for you so you can go find it and maybe look into it a little deeper there. Everyone, free your mind. So that's it for these little news updates. Like I said, I may do this a little more often. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow.